Hey, beautiful. I have a quick little inspiration video for you when it comes to comparison, or about the topic of comparison. Now, for us as pageant competitors, this is real, especially for us as women. Like, it's real. For us being human beings, it's real. But I have been in pageantry enough to know that it's also an environment where it really pulls on that comparison part of us, and it pulls that out of us, and that's a little trigger for us to know it's there and for us to work on. So I have a few different steps for you so that you can recognize when you're in comparison and what to do. Like I said, for us as women, comparison it's natural. In today's society with social media, it's natural to look at everyone else's highlight reels and all the awesome things that they're doing compared to, it's like, I'm in sweatpants today. And I mean, hypothetically, because I'm not in sweatpants, but sometimes I am. I just was before this. But, I'm still in sweatpants and I haven't showered today, and I've been changing poopy diapers, or whatever that might be for you. Or in competition mode, that could be what this girl is wearing compared to what I'm wearing, or how much she spent on her dress or her wardrobe compared to what I spent on my dress. They have a hair and makeup artist and I don't. All of this different stuff, this mind game stuff that's comparison, and that's when we can get caught in it and it can throw us off our game. So the first step to combating comparison is awareness. Awareness to anything is that first step in recognizing it and growing. And so when you do get caught in comparison, it's recognizing those thoughts that all of a sudden, like I was just saying, oh, her dress is more expensive than mine, or mine is rented, or my talent outfit, or my my national costume is homemade, or whatever all of those different comparison thoughts might be. She had a coach, I didn't, blah, 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 blah. Those are, like I said, those comparison thoughts. And so the first step is to become aware of them. Step number 2 is to stop yourself. Now, this can be hard because it can be an easy train to go down. It can be an easy thought spiral to go down and get caught in that comparison. And then what actually happens is that changes our body language, it changes our confidence. And what happens when a thought comes into our mind, we think that comparison, all of a sudden we think, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or I don't have enough money, or I didn't have enough time, or whatever that might be. It sends a signal to our body that sends out that not good enough feeling to our muscles, and then it comes back and our brain confirms that and said, yep, you're not good enough. And then that changes our body language. It changes how we show up in the world, how we connect with others, and ultimately our pageant, whether it's performance and or experience. So stopping yourself is very, very important. But it's also important not to shame yourself and to punish yourself for doing that. It's a natural tendency, especially for us as women. So don't do that. Oh, I shouldn't think this, and I shouldn't do that, and blah, blah, blah. Stop shoulding all over yourself and just be aware, and then stop the thought, and then focus on your strengths. What is it that you are really good at? How amazing do you look in the outfits that you chose, in the gown that you chose, in the costume that you chose, in the talent that you have? What are your strengths? What is it that your message is, and your mission, and how you are showing up in the world, and what you want to get across to the judges, or to the other contestants, or to the directors, or whatever that might be? What is it that you are good at? So that's another great way. So step 1, be aware. Step 2, stop the thought. Step 3, focus in on your strengths. What are you good at? Step number 4 is be okay with where you're at. There's a saying where, you can't compare your chapter 1 or your chapter 3 with somebody else's chapter 20. I know when I first started in pageantry, I felt so unequipped and out of my element and out of my comfort zone, because I had no clue. I didn't know what it was like to go to a national pageant or to compete in a pageant. I'd never even seen a pageant in real life. So all I knew was who I was and what I could offer. And if the judges chose that, if that's what they were looking for, if I was able to connect with them, then I trusted that. And I was, and it was awesome. But be okay with where you're at. And that comes down to, and even just simple gratitude, like, what are you grateful for? Are you grateful for a supportive family and a network and a tribe that is lifting you up and supporting you in this mission and in this cause and in this reason that you want to stand out in the world? Are you grateful for the amazing clothes that you have chosen to wear and to show up for at Pageant Week? Are you grateful for the ability to have a platform to be able to share the message that's on your heart and the purpose that God has given you? And then lastly is to look back and to see how far you've come. This can be really, really easy to forget about. It can be really, really easy to forget the journey and to focus in on the end result that we think, but it really is all about the journey. What have you learned along the way? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about, the inside and who you are and the message that you want to get across and your confidence and how you want to show up in the world? What have you learned about the outside of yourself? How to do your hair, how to do your makeup, how to show up as the best version of yourself? What have you learned about about health, about fitness, about communication, about all this different stuff? Look back at your journey and see how far you've come, and give grace for the journey, give grace for where you're at, give gratitude for where you're at, and keep moving forward. So I hope that these few steps help you in the battle of comparison. I struggle with it as well, just like you. So understand that you're not alone. There's a lot of women that struggle with it, especially in the pageant industry. So I just want to encourage you that you are beautiful. There's a reason that you are here. There's a reason that you're competing. There's a reason that you're seeing this video. And so I just want to encourage you that you are beautiful. You are here for just a time as this. Your message matters, and I believe in you. So if this resonates with you, I encourage you to share it, subscribe to the channel, blast this out to your girlfriends, and even speak life to them. If you do get caught in comparison, one of the great things that we can do is just give love and gratitude back out into the world. Send someone a card, send someone a nice little text message, send someone a Facebook message or whatever that might be, just encouraging them and letting them know that they are amazing as well. So have a great day, you guys, and I will talk to you next time.